Dutch. I don't speak the Deutsch. I wish I did, but I love German cars. I love German food. I love German beer, all right? I love Germany. I don't get drunk. I can't already feel my legs, so I don't get drunk. But I do enjoy trying different things. So I go around the world, the food, the places, the culture, the people. So it's wonderful to be here. Please take a seat because you will be blocking someone else behind you. I am not here at all to upsell you on any package or get your email address, just to give you a heads up. This is actually quite new to me, going into conferences with different DNAs like this, and so I'm very careful with what kind of events I'm associated with. I am though thankful to be here, and the fact is that there are definitely people who have interest to expand their knowledge or their skill set or challenge themselves in different departments. And you know, if you do go into a package, you know, the greatest thing is whatever you learn, make sure you use it. And make sure that whoever's teaching you is actually a millionaire himself, or whatever the case may be. So in your life, we all have a choice, and I want you to know that I'm here to inspire you to really reach your full potential. Now, some of you are recording video. I'm not going to stop you, but could you please turn off your flashes? 6 of you have your flashes on, and it sort of disturbs my eyes. You at the back. Yeah, your flash is on. Thank you. Yeah, turn off your flash, and you can turn back on your camera. That's totally fine. I'm fine with you recording, but just turn off your flash. After you get 400 flashes in your eyes, you can't see. And I definitely don't want to fall off the table and break my arm, okay? Guys, I'm 32 years old, and we're going to have lots of fun. We're going to have lots of fun. You ready? I thank you for your patience and ask for your forgiveness that we're running 90 minutes late. And so I am going to stay on time, and I will tell you right now that if you have been taking notes, you also will be taking notes with me. The reason is because you could go to a conference and you could go home and your parents or your family or your son or daughter or wife or husband can say, "So how was it?" "It was awesome." What did you say?" "I don't know." So I want you to at least have a piece of paper, and we're going to talk about some things that are very, very, very important. And I would not go halfway around the world, travel around the world, unless I felt like I had something to say, and something to say that would really change your life, your perception of challenges and adversity, and equip you to get through anything. I'm originally from Australia, and I now live in America. I live in California with my wife, Kanae. We've been married for 3 years. We are not experts at all at marriage. I don't think anyone is. But I am very thankful for the friends that I have who, for example, have been married for 60 years. Who definitely have date nights every Friday night since the day they got married. And so there are examples of miracles and dreams coming true. I love my wife. She's half Japanese, half Mexican, Japsican. And we have a 2-year-old son. His name is Kiyoshi. He's my height. He runs already faster than I. And we're expecting a second boy in August. Can I ask you to see me on YouTube? Put your hand up and see me on YouTube. Okay, put your hand down. Did you enjoy the video? Yeah. Good. I got an interesting question. Have you seen the short film, The Butterfly Circus? No. Yeah, some of you, put your hand up if you saw it. Put your hand down. You can write it down if you have teenagers who maybe would. Does it relate to the culture of German? Yeah? Yeah, good. Write down on YouTube, look it up, Butterfly Circus. It's a 20-minute short film that will really move your family. Not many films can be watched by every member of the family and enjoy it, but that's definitely one. 40 million people watch the film. So I'm an actor, I'm a singer, I'm an author, I'm a speaker, I'm a husband, I'm a father, I'm a founder and president of a non-profit organization called Life Without Limbs. We've given nearly $1 million away to the poor, the needy, hospitals, orphanages. My first trip, after I bought my first investment property at age 19, we gave away $28,000 cash in South Africa. We raised another $20,000 there. I spoke 36 times in 9 days. Those were the good old days when you were young. And we gave all the money to the orphans, and that's my heart. I want to make a difference in people's lives. I don't want to just tell them that I love them. I don't want to just equip them, inspire them. I want them to do something, to put something into action. And I want you to know that I've been inspired tremendously, not just by my mum and my dad, but my wife. My wife is the most inspiring person I've ever come across. And I hope that hopefully maybe in 3 or 4 years' time, we'll bring the boys out, we'll come and see Germany. I wanted to go see the museum of Mercedes and Porsche, but I need to go tomorrow. So I'm doing 8 countries in 2 weeks. They say I run so fast I leave my legs behind. So we're halfway through. I'll be seeing my wife for Mother's Day, 6 o'clock in the morning, and so I'm looking forward to that. And you know, as a family man, obviously your life changes. Your life changes when you go through different seasons of being a bachelor, and then being married, and then having children. And I don't know who you are, what season you're in. I do not know the challenges that you're facing. I do not know the fear that you have. But many people falsely think that I have a very, very, very difficult life. I don't. I've had a difficult challenge, and there was a season of my life where my life was in depression, was in fear, was trapped in a limited thinking of really life and hope and opportunity. But today I want to tell you that I tell every single teenager that it's worse being in a broken home than having no arms and legs. You can have arms and legs, but have a broken heart. You can have 10 fingers and 10 toes, but not know what to do with it. So what I want to try to do is open your mind to 100% you, to define you as the true you and the true value of who you are. And what your goal is, and then how you're going to get there. Before we open up, I always open up with a couple funny stories. You know, when people see me for the first time, especially when I was younger, I didn't know how to, you know, work out my reactions because of people staring or laughing at me, the little kids, and, you know, children will come up and say, "What happened?" So I go up to them and I say, "Cigarettes." My humor has grown and grown as I've matured, and actually gone a little bit too far sometimes. I actually was in the car one day, and I'm in the front seat, and we're at the traffic lights, and this car comes up next to us, and this girl's looking at me. So I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, I'm looking at her, she's looking at me, and all she sees is my head from the side, okay? So just imagine all you see is my head. I'm thinking, I'm gonna freak you out. So I get the seatbelt and I loosen it like this so then I can freely move. Now she's looking at me, "Why are you eating your seatbelt?" So I loosen it, and then imagine all you see is my head. I just did this. And she thought my head did a 360-degree spin. And she's like, "Ah!" It's very, very funny. One day we dressed me up as a pilot, and we got to greet the passengers as they got on the plane. If you don't believe me, it's on YouTube. 6 o'clock in the morning flight in Dallas, Texas, going to Los Angeles, so everyone's half asleep, okay? Everyone's drinking their coffee, they're coming closer and closer to the plane, then they see me. Guten Morgen. My name is Nick Vujičić, and I'm the captain today, and we're so excited that you're flying with us. We're trying some new technology. And everyone asked, "Is it German engineering?" No, I'm kidding. But they did say, "Well, how do you do that? Like with your brain or something?" I said, So the kids are so excited. They're like, "Oh, this is so cool." The parents are freaking out. They sit down on the seats and they're like, did you know about this? No, should we wait for the next plane? I walk on the plane like this. And you look down the aisle and all the heads are like... So I get the microphone. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for boarding so fast. And they're like, oh my gosh! When I told them that I was joking, the parents were relieved and the children were disappointed. You know, it's interesting how faith plays a part in everything. And yes, I'm a man of faith and I'm a man of prayer and I'm an evangelist. I'm not here to talk about religion. But faith itself is incredible. It's the ability to believe in something you cannot see. And that can be applied as a principle for you. On the left side of your page, I want you to write down the word me, and then along the same horizontal line, on the right side, let me reverse, so put the word me, and then on the other side of the page, put goal, and then draw a line between the words me and goal, G-O-A-L, goal. And then put a question mark in the middle of it. So it's so true that when someone gives you a map, if you don't know where you are currently on the map, then what use is a map for you? I mean, maybe you can try to tell the landmarks. There's no landmarks on this map. Okay? There's no streets, there's no roads. There's a map. And you need to go there, and that's it. And you don't know where you are. If you don't know where you are, then how are you going to get to where you hope you're going to get? Okay? If you don't know your gifts and talents, and you don't know the truth of your value, and truths of little principles that can show you leveraging power with what you have now, you see, those little simple truths can change everything. Many people think that you need more to do more. Yeah, sure, if you have more, you can give more. But not so much in life. Because you're seeing a man without arms and legs who wished he had more. And now you see a man without arms and legs who's doing more than the average person with arms and legs. And it's interesting that if you don't know what you need to do with $1,000, then how are you going to know what to do with $10,000? If you don't know what to do with $10,000, then you're not going to know what to do with $1 million. Does that make sense? If you don't know and act upon, if you don't focus on what you don't know and focus on what you do know, and stop complaining about what you don't have and use what you do have, until you master doing your best with what you have, I don't care how much you have, you'll never reach your full potential. You have to master the art of leveraging everything you have. And sometimes it's very easy to look ourselves in the mirror and see everything we don't have. It's very easy to look ourselves in the mirror and say, I wish I didn't have this. What we need to understand is the truth of our value. Today I am a speaker, right? What if I wasn't a speaker? Am I still Nick Vujičić? Yes or no? Yes. Am I still a human being?
Yes.
Do I have a soul? Yes. A spirit?
Yes.
A mind?
Yes.
Is there another Nick Vujičić?
No.
Is there another you?
No.
Has there ever been another you?
No.
Will there ever be another you?
No.
You know, that means to me, you're irreplaceable, you're priceless, there's not another you coming. Today is today and you are you. I don't have to be you, you don't have to be me. If every tree looked the same, if every mountain looked the same, if every rock looked the same, if every flower looked the same, if every car looked the same, so boring, okay? It's not the world we live in. If we all look the same.